Hey YouTube, how are we doing tonight? So, tonight I'm going to discuss, something about guns. Oh, so everyone looks at, not everyone, certain people look at like an AR-15 as an assault rifle. Well, it's not an assault rifle. What's an AR-15? Well, an AR-15 is basically a regular rifle, just a few different things about the AR-15. Now, I'm not a gun expert, so there's going to be somebody that's going to be a gun expert, saying that I, was wrong on certain things. But I don't have an AR-15, but I'm basically going to use my CVA Wolf as an example. So, you look at an AR-15, right? Say this was an AR-15. Well, it wouldn't necessarily look like this, but you would have, a magazine here. You would have a little something on the barrel that you could, use as a, the hold. Basically, all of that is just looks. Oh, but when you factor all that in, now it's got a magazine so it can hold more rounds than a single bolt action rifle. So you take an AR-15, right? What rounds typically does an AR-15 take? You're only going to find 2 rounds in an AR-15, 223 or 556. Well, those rounds, they're not a big round at all. You're not going to be using those rounds for big game. That's a small game round. And it's also made for self-defense. An AR-15 is not an assault rifle. What is an AR-15? AR-15 is a semi-automatic. It just looks scary to those stupid people that don't know anything about guns. An AR-15, in order for you to, fire an AR-15, okay, it's got an extended magazine, holds more rounds, but you gotta pull that trigger each time. Fire one round, gotta keep pulling that trigger. Gotta keep pulling the trigger. If it was an automatic, you could hold the trigger down. But it's not. Because you have to keep pulling that trigger. It functions just like a regular semi-automatic pistol where you put the magazine in, you rack that slide back, and it chambers around. And then each time you pull that trigger, it pulls that another round up into the chamber. It's not automatic. Automatic would be, pull that trigger back, pop, 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 pop. But a semi-automatic doesn't have that capability. So it's stupid when people say assault rifle, assault rifle, assault rifle. It's not a freaking assault rifle. Get that out of your heads. It's not. It's not an assault rifle. It's a rifle. Even there's a company out there that makes a 22 that looks like an AR-15. It's got that mean, that evil looking look to it that's like, oh, evil. Get over it. It's not an assault rifle. Stop calling it that. Because it's not. It's a rifle. With cosmetic designs on it. You can do the same thing with this. Well, not this one because this is a muzzle loader. So, but if this was anything else, if it was a 308 or 223 or 556, a 30-06, whatever, you could, have one that is bolt action where you have to, manually put one in, or you would have it where you would put a few in here, 3 or 4, and then each time you would have to pull that bolt back. Same thing with semi-auto. Instead of pulling it back, you got the magazine in there, and it's pulling it up mechanically, but not manually. It's still loading it, but it's not rapid, and it's not pull the trigger and fully go. So quit calling an AR-15 an assault rifle. It clearly is not. It is what it is. It's a rifle. It's made for 2 purposes: hunting and self-defense. And the people that have been using those rifles in these events, and these events are orchestrated by government. People look at me and be like, man, the government, they have nothing to do with these shootings. Yeah, they do. Because I guarantee you, the people that are committing these they're either agents from the government itself planted in these places, or it's somebody that was brainwashed by the government to go and do this. Because right after an event, somebody from the government gets up and on stage, we need gun control, gun reform, blah, 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 blah. It's all about taking guns away from people. Why does the government want to take guns away? Because if they take the guns away, they can control us. Then we don't have the means to protect ourselves from the tyrants that are in power. You see, it's not conspiracy. It's fact. It's known fact. All governments that have taken guns away from the civilians, the government then has all control over the civilian. When government is not supposed to have the control over the civilian, the citizen. We are supposed to have the control. We are supposed to be in charge of government. When government gets out of line, we are supposed to be like, no, you are wrong. And we are supposed to be in charge of that. It's we the people, not government against people. It's not supposed to be that way. Once government starts getting out of hand, it's time that we say, enough's enough. We're gonna fire you. You're fired. You don't have a job anymore. Get out. Get out of office, because you are no longer doing a job for the American people. You are doing a job for tyrannical, government, corrupt pieces of crap that want to steal our money, and they don't care about us. It's time for that to end. So quit with this nonsense of an AR-15 being an assault rifle, and quit with this nonsense of gun control. Because all gun control is what it is, control. Control of the civilian to not be able to protect themselves. Oh, people. Can't you see? Can't you see what's actually going on? Why we are having all these events is because they want to get guns out of people's hands. It is what it is. Government wants to control. They want to have their finger in every aspect of our life, so that we don't have a life. They want us to be slaves to the establishment. It's got to end. So, with that being said, here's the 44. These guns are simple. It's a really old style because it's black powder, but still functions. Still powerful. You know, the way you tear it down, sometimes you gotta pry on this little piece right here. There's a little spot right there. Press down on this, and there's a pin. Sometimes it comes out really easy. Sometimes you gotta, force it out with like a little hammer. But see, that comes out like that. Barrel comes off. Cylinder comes off. And then you're down to that. And then really easy to clean. The way you want to clean a black powder, simplest thing is soapy hot water. Get it all up in there, and then dry it out. You want to get some like oil, lube it back up because you don't want it to rust. But that's about it. Slide that back in. Slide that back in, line it up. Take this little pin. Put the little pin back in. Sometimes my fingers, it's a little hard, but it goes in pretty easily. Went a little crooked there. Technical difficulties tonight. It's kinda, it's kinda late. But there you go. And that's it. So that's a 44 caliber black powder. Simple, yet still functions. And it looks really cool going off too because you get this big cloud of smoke. But stop with this nonsense of guns being bad, because a good guy with a gun stops a bad guy with a gun. Also, these shootings, where did they happen? They happen in gun-free zones, because the government knows, send this person to the gun-free zone because there's not going to be somebody else with a gun to stop them, so it makes it easy for them to do their event, and then they can push their agenda. It's, they want to control us. They want to control everything. You know, and it's getting tiresome. It's getting really tiresome of them trying to control us. It's getting tiresome of them creating these events. It's getting tiresome of them stealing our money in taxes. And where does our money actually go? I don't know. Let's see. It goes to other countries. It goes to the politicians' pockets. Congress. How much money have these people made while they're in office? They're making more than what their job title says that they're supposed to make. They make more. They steal it from us. Now, moving away from this subject, been reading some reports. A bunch of different leaders in our country, a bunch of other different countries, all were going to emergency meetings. So what's this emergency meeting about? What are they talking about? What are they planning? We got the thing going on with Iran right now. Could we be going into World War III here really soon? Also was reading reports on so-called attacks on, the 4th. Are they planning to do something right now? Are they in talks of doing something? Could we be seeing martial law soon? Could our country be on its way out? I hope not. But we need to be vigilant. We need to be prepared. Keep your eyes open. Look around. Look around. Just be vigilant. We're coming up on the 4th of July. Everybody have a really great time. Enjoy your 4th. Remember, it's the 4th of July. It's a celebration of our freedom. It's a celebration of the independence that we are supposed to have in this great nation called the United States of America. This is one of the great countries. Well, not one. This is the great country. This is a really great country. But yet the liberals are trying to destroy it. Let's celebrate the 4th. Let's enjoy the 4th. But keep in mind, be vigilant, be prepared, and get close to the Lord because He is near. Signs are all there. He's near, real near, and real soon. We don't know when, but things are definitely heating up enough for us to know that time is near. Time is of the essence to get close with God. Well, anyways, you all have a great night. Have a happy 4th. Bye.